Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We are on the way to Intercontinental O2. Right, we're doing a little game. So Mr. P is gonna say a word, just a word, and I'm gonna say something about the word. Yeah, either an advice or a moral thing or whatever. Okay, go on then. First word.
Timekeeping.
Timekeeping. Okay, timekeeping is very important. Yeah, in everything you do, especially at work. Timekeeping. Timekeeping. If you're going to work, if you're going to an interview, especially work interview. If someone invites you to, say for example, an event, especially with people from certain part of the world, they're used to say, if for example you want to start your event at 8 o'clock, people end up coming at 10, 11. So let's try and keep on time so that those people who are hiring the hall, they can make good use of the hall and you guys can come in and enjoy yourself all together at once. Now, timekeeping as well, we have to look at when you cannot make it on time. What do? You call the person. If somebody have an event and they've invited you and they say start time is 5 o'clock and you think that by 5 o'clock you're not going to be there, you have to inform them in advance. Say, I'm sorry, I can't make it at 5 because of this commitment, that commitment. Is it possible for me to come late? Is that allowed, or can I just give up, or can you give my place to someone else? Especially some people, they do events where they have 3-course meal and everybody have to eat at the same time. So rather than being late and not partaking in that dinner together, it's better to give up your invitation to someone else. So that's the most important thing for timekeeping. Work-wise, you know, if you keep coming late to work, it's gonna end up becoming a disciplinary thing, or you might be a good worker, but because you cannot make it on time every day, they might assume that you're not a good person. Looking at interview, that's the most important. First thing first, timekeeping. If you're late, just forget, because most of the time people who come late at an interview, that's the first negative thing that goes in everybody's mind. People cannot be sitting there waiting for you to come in for an interview. You have to be there 15 minutes in advance so that you get used to the place. While sitting there, you can pick up 1 or 2 things that can help you at the interview. So okay, we've talked about timekeeping. Thank you all for watching. Okay guys, topic number 2. Okay, Mr. Husband, say the next word.
Cooking.
Cooking, like food. Oh my god, cooking is like art. You either love to do it or you don't. Those who love to cook, they use cooking as an art. They stay in the kitchen and make things. They don't just cook and serve, they put their love. Cooking is something that when you do, because people have to eat it and it goes down deep in their stomach, you have to cook with love. You have to pour your love, your positive energy into that food when you're cooking it, so that whoever is eating that food grabs that energy, grabs that love. So cooking is not just about going to the kitchen and cutting onions and chopping things and putting things together and making a pot of soup or something. Cooking is something that I believe should be coming from deep down, and it should be something that is like an art. You're starting from zero to something, you're trying to produce something, and especially if you're giving that thing to the world to eat, to somebody to eat, that thing have to come out nice. You have to present that thing nicely on the plate. So anyway, cooking is a talent. Cooking is something that not everybody knows how to do. You have some men that really know how to cook, even more than women. So I think cooking is something that every parent should train their children how to cook. If you as a parent doesn't know how to cook, send your child to a cookery school, because it's something that's very valuable in life. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and let's go to question number 3. Word number 3. Okay, Mr. Hero.
Ambition.
Oh God, that's hard. What's ambition?
Ambition is the long-term vision. What you want to become, what you want to achieve.
Okay.
What's your goals?
Okay, what's your goal? Ambition, being ambitious, looking forward. What's your goal? What's your plan? What's your objective in life? So let's talk about ambitious. Like, I believe that everybody have to. I'm talking from what I believe. Everybody have to have kind of a 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plan, and a long-term goal. Now, 1 year plan is something that's the year. What are you doing? If you're a student, what's your plan? Do you plan to move to the next stage of your studying? If you're working, what's your plan at work? Do you plan to do some training to move to the next stage, probably say the manager stage? It's kind of a 1 year goal, and that's easy to determine. That's easy to set. 1 year goals are always easy to set because it's in that year and you're facing those things there. So you're deciding, am I still staying in that job? Am I still going to study this course? Is this my last year? Am I going to finish this and move into something else? That's your 1 year goal. Am I going to make family that year? Am I going to anything that you're doing for that year? That's your 1 year goal. Let's look at 3 year goals. It's kind of not too long, but then it's good to set 3 year goal because you look at yourself, you work towards that goal. Now when you get to 5 year, it becomes a little bit longer because we can't really determine this world. For example, COVID-19 came in and stopped people from doing things, stopped people who wanted to do things, they could not do it. So those are the things that might come in and disturb your long-term plan. So guys, always make sure you set up your short-term plan, long-term plan, very long-term plan. Yeah. When are you getting married? When are you having children? If you don't want to get married, yes, that's still fine. But what are your plans? Do you want to make a family? Do you don't want to make a family? If you don't want to make a family, that's fine. That's what is it that makes you happy? How are you fighting to achieve that thing? How ambitious are you in the world? Where do you want to get to? Do you want to just sit there as, say for example, do you want to just sit there as a cleaner? No. How ambitious are you? Do you want to start your own cleaning company and provide cleaners to all the hospitals in England? How ambitious are you? So guys, always think about that. Always set your goals, set your plan, set your goals. And thank you again. Let's go to Mr. Daddy for another topic, another word. Okay guys, let's go to the next word for Mr. Daddy. This is gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna cut a lot of the parts off because I want it to be like 30 minutes. Yeah, sir. What's the next word you want Madam to talk about?
Do you like relationship?
Yes.
Building a relationship.
Being in a relationship.
No, building a relationship. A strong relationship.
Building a strong relationship. Right, Nadine is talking on this topic. Building a strong relationship. Building a strong relationship comes with two positive minds that love each other, that want each other, that want to be each other.
I mean a partnership, like business, company, friendship.
It can still be love.
It can be love.
Yeah, so whether partnership, whether business or whatever, even if it's a business, somebody cannot come here and tell me that they have a business that they are doing and they want me to invest in it, and I invest without having interest to build that relationship with that person. Whatever it is, whether it's a love relationship or normal friendship, any relationship building needs two minds that care about each other, that want to grow, that have positive mind, that have the same objective. That's the word, the same goal. They have the same goal in life. So I'll just give you a basic example when it comes to friendship. If you are somebody that goes to club a lot and you have a friend that goes to church a lot that doesn't go to club, most of the time that friendship don't last. Why? Because two of you have different objectives in life. Two of you have different things that satisfy you. Your friend goes to church every day, you go to club every day. Now, you are not there with your friend in church, you're not there with your friend in club. It's not gonna last. You understand? So that's why most of the time people build relationship around the people that they do similar things with. Now business, like, say what's the example I can take?
You have to run a company together.
Yeah, you have to run a company together, or say a shop, or say an online website or something. Two of you have to have the same goal. Two of you have to be able to communicate, just like husband and wife. You people have to learn how to communicate effectively. If not, there'll be a fight. And two of you have to have the same mindset, because the problem is not just putting together those two people and setting up a company and growing that company. The problem is moving forward. especially when the company start to grow and you want to move forward. Say for example, you set up a company in London and the company is growing. Now your partner might be somebody that's thinking of pushing that company international, while you are there thinking of, no, I just want this thing in London and that's fine, I don't want any other stress in my head. So those are the things that you have to look at. What is the next person that's with you in that relationship or in that business? What are their future goals? Where do they want to carry that business to? That's why, for example, in a business, before everything goes through, it's always good to have a business plan, because your business plan tells you everything. The business plan tells you your 1 year goal, your 5 year goal, your long-term goal. So when somebody is reading that, they can tell straight away that this is where we want to go to. Now, if your partner wants to come in and deviate from that, you can now easily take them back to your business plan. Say, hold on. Hello, I came into this because of this business plan, and this business plan did not state this, that. So, what are you talking about? You want to go internationally? I don't have that time and energy. I have my time to spend with my family. I don't want to go internationally. I'm happy with the business in London. Why are you taking the business internationally? That wasn't stated in the business plan. So, communication, openness, being open, being accountable on whatever you do, and being honest. Honesty, very important. Accountability, openness, be open. Let everything be in the paper. Communication, communicate with the partner. It's okay for things to change, but then communicate it. And when you're communicating, don't put in your mind that they have to agree on what you're saying. You're bringing an idea in, they might not agree with that idea. If they don't agree, that's fine. It's an idea. Okay? Thank you guys. Bye. We're almost there, but we can still do one more topic. Yes, okay. Mr. Honeyboo.
Sharing happiness, sharing love.
Sharing love, sharing happiness. That's a good topic, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm sharing love. I'm going on holidays. I'm sharing happiness. Not everybody knows how to be happy. Not everybody. This is gonna be very tricky, because to start this topic, I'm gonna go first. If you don't love yourself, you can't give out love. You have to love yourself. You have to first of all understand what love is. You have to understand how to treat yourself in a nice way. You have to understand how to be happy yourself before you can share it to others. You cannot be a sad person and then you're trying to make people happy. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. So I would say, to start with this topic, we need to first of all learn how to keep ourselves happy, learn how to love ourselves. Then we can understand what we want to give out. You cannot give out what you don't have, isn't it? Yeah, when you have love, you give out love. When you have happiness, you give out happiness. So it's good to share our love and happiness, because that's the one thing that avoid problems. That's the one thing that makes the world happy. There's something I always say, that if every woman was married to their soulmate, if every woman was in a happy relationship, this world could have been the most beautiful place to live in. There's something about love. When you get love, you don't see the need to hurt somebody. Because you're so loved and you're so happy, you just feel like, what's it in the world? Nothing around you is important. Only the love that comes in you is, you just want to digest it. And you always, the thing is, people who have a lot of love always feel like people around them have love too. So you have to learn to always look at the people around you. Are they loved? If they're not loved, what can you do? You don't have to go and love them. You don't have to cheat on somebody that you love because you want to go and love a sad person. But then there are other ways that you can provide love to them. You can't really, I know it's a difficult thing to say, but even if you're not providing love, there are other ways that you can make them happy. There are other ways that you can make them feel comfortable. You know, I would say more of comfortable. When people are comfortable, is nice. I love being comfortable. I love being somewhere and I'm free to say anything. I love being somewhere and I'm free to do whatever I want to do. I don't like, like for example, that's why sometimes with me, I love staying in the hotel, especially when I travel somewhere. just because I love that freedom. I want to be able to go out and come out when I want to come back. I don't want to go out, like, for example, when I'm in Cameroon. If I'm going out, I have to take permission from my dad. He start asking you questions, when are you coming back? Is that not too late? You know, I'm an old woman. He's asking me when I'm coming back. He doesn't live with me. I spent almost all my life on my own, but he still try to monitor my move, you know. So I love freedom. So I don't like being tied up. I don't like when people question me a lot. So that's why I love my happiness and my space. But the one thing that I'm sure about is that if anybody come around me, I fight so hard to give them love and happiness as well. I don't know if they class it as happiness or love, but then I do my best as much as I can, because I know I have a lot of love, and sometimes it overflows. So Mr. P overflow the love, and I have to give a little bit out, otherwise I have diabetes. So yeah, that's why I love to. And what I've noticed is that most people who have problems always call me to talk to me, not because they want me to help, but because I have so much love and happiness in me. I don't look at anything as a problem, and I've gone through so much in life that to be honest, I don't look at things as problems. I look at things as challenges that come to make you see more and move forward, because that's how my life history is. So when people come to me with their problem, they might be shocked that I won't take it too serious. I always start laughing, and I always start going like, you know what, that's God trying you. That's God telling you that there's more out there for you. So don't sit down and worry about this. Wake up and listen to that word that God is telling you. God is telling you that this thing is not for you. So move on and fight and get something better and make this God in heaven proud. Yes. So that's who I am, and that's what I am. And so when someone comes to me with their issues or something, don't feel like I'm somebody that I have issues as well, but nothing in this world bothers me, because I believe that God up there designed everybody's life. I'm here because He decided for me to be here. He knows where I'm going to. So when I'm looking for anything in life, I look for it, because you have to make an effort. You will not sit down and let God do it for you. I make efforts because God wants us to make an effort. But then I make an effort. I don't make an effort that I will succeed. I make an effort and leave it to God to decide if it's something for me or not. I don't force it. Never. I've never forced anything in my life. I take my time. I take my max step by step until I follow God's direction. And I don't know if it's God's direction or not, but God gives me the energy. Whatever God told me to do, that's what I do. So always put your mind. Oh God, how can I? You know what, guys? I'm gonna turn this thing the other side.